Oh guys, today is going to be insane. I know I say that a lot on the channel, but this is a proper, legit, insane moment. So I'm in a race suit, so I must be at a race circuit. I'm at Silverstone today to do something that is very foreign to me. I've done quite a bit of track driving over the last couple of years. It's been a lot of fun, of course, in the Praga, my own Mazda, other various cars, but this is going to be probably one of the more unique experiences because I'm here to drive a Mustang. Not a modern Mustang, not a GT4 car, I think it's a 66 Mustang, classic racing car. And it's not just any Mustang, it's a Mustang that belongs to Alex Brundle. You might know that name, of course, presenter, ELMS champ as well, Le Mans podium man. What else has he done? Second in the Jim Clark Trophy last weekend at Goodwood. Guy's an animal. And he literally DM'd me on Twitter being like, "Yo Jimmy, want to drive my Mustang?" Here I am. So yeah, first things first, this is the garage we're in for today. It is insane, look at this. So many beautiful cars here. We've got old historic Jags, we've got a Sierra in the corner, we've got a Capri here on big fat racing slicks. We've got my favourite car of all time, a Ford GT40 in the corner there. And then next to it is a car that we're going to be in today. So this is a 1965 Ford Mustang, full race spec and absolutely gorgeous. I'm a big muscle car fan, especially from this era as well. And this is a very special piece of kit. And I think what we should probably do is get the man himself, Mr. Brundle over here, to explain what this thing is. So Alex, what is this thing?
This thing is a 1965 Ford Mustang notchback. It was produced in San Jose, came off the production line there. So it's a real bit of American muscle. Let's take from the back to the front, shall we? Fuel tank's FIA spec, rear leaf springs, monster truck style. You know when you see the nitro trucks and all of that stuff. And then obviously we strip the interior. They have to have a FIA spec roll cage inside, and then we reduce the weight of everything. Chassis is acid dipped to make the metal slightly thinner, so it can reach the 1,200 kilo weight limit. Obviously, tillet bucket seats in it. We've got that's my seat over there. Look, yeah, it's your scary seat here.
What's my one worse than yours?
Lightened bonnets, lightened bumpers and elements, and then under the hood. Actually, let's have a look. So it's a 289 cubic inch.
289, that was it. I was trying to remember what the hell it was.
289 cubic inch. Yeah. V8 engine, a la Shelby American spec. So yeah, it's got a load of horses, big old flat torque curve. Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't really matter what gear you're in. Changing gears is more for show in this.
Yeah.
it kind of goes the same. It kind of goes the same in all the gears. When I got hold of this, it was in shell form.
All right.
Guys at Pearson's Engineering rebuilt it. I did about 14 days screwing bits on it myself. That's all. That's my YouTube claim to fame.
Oh yes, that's the content.
That's the
Alex Brundle screws for 14 days.
See, that's going to go up front. And this is why I don't do this stuff normally. Yeah, that's the content. So that's out. And then we raced at the Silverstone Classic last year and it broke.
Oh.
But we raced at Donington. We came 5th in it at Donington this year.
Nice, okay.
And we're going to go back to the Silverstone Classic in it this year and try not to break it again.
Fingers crossed. They knew. Reputation precedes me. So apologies for the voiceover, we had a few audio gremlins that day, but what I'm basically saying here is that it's now time to go out in the Mustang finally, although only as a passenger for now. Alex will do a couple of laps, show me around, then we'll switch over, and I'll do my best to put the fear of God into Alex as I drive my first laps in the Mustang. So we're all battled in, car warmed up, and we go on to track now to see what this near 6-year-old car can do.
Armbands at the ready.
What do you reckon?
Awesome, mate. Hey, mate, it shifts, doesn't it? It's not bad.
It's quick, but it's just loose.
Yeah, I see that.
They kind of move around on the brakes, on the throttle, everywhere.
So my first lap's out in the Mustang as a passenger, and I was amazed at how fast this thing is in a straight line. Nearly 500 horsepower produced from the V8 engine sitting up front. But Alex gave me a couple more tips on how to drive the car. I made sure to feel the throw of the shifter, given as you can see, it's absolutely massive. It's an age between gears. And to add added pressure, I had to nail the downshift in this car, because heel and toe or rev matching is an absolute must in these classic cars. And with all that information swirling around inside my head, I left the pit lane with a very nervous Alex Brundle alongside me for my first laps driving a classic race car.
do though, don't you? Because it slides,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, yeah, I can catch you.
And then meanwhile, there's some guy with a spec MX-5 going around the outside of you.
Right, so we just had our first time out in the car, and it was so awesome. I cannot tell you how amazing that was. I've never driven anything like that before. The oldest car I've driven, being my MX-5, so obviously a bit different. But the style of driving is completely different. It's all about taking the momentum through the corner, but you're kind of doing it sideways a lot of the time, and you control the car, the steering, with the throttle. The steering wheel's just there to induce it, and the throttle is there to keep it. Down the straight it's super fast. I don't know how fast it's going down the straight, but Alex tells me it's got like 500 horsepower, so probably at least 140 down the straight in a car from the 60s, you know. Brakes are as I would imagine them to be from the period. I didn't go deep really anywhere, apart from when we came in at the end because I was there's a slight problem with the car. But yeah, amazing. I know this sounds stupid, but it like sounds like a Mustang. You're on the straight, you're like a hero on the way down. Yeah, man. I don't know. I've not got out of a car and felt this like excited for so long. I don't know what it is. Maybe I found a home. Someone please let me drive one of these things. There's like so much just cool stuff here. I mean, look, Escort just background, Porsche coming down as well. There's the E-types in this garage, of course. I haven't got to tell you about any of this stuff. It's all. I get a ride in that later. I don't get to drive it, understandably. Maybe I can coerce Alex at some point, but this is. I don't know if I say this enough. I know I'm a massive JDM fanboy, but this is my favourite car of all time. It always has been. For any of the Skull and any of that, I've always adored this car because of one Jeremy Clarkson clip I watched when I was like 12, even younger than that. So I've never been in one before around a circuit, so I'm almost looking forward to that as much as I'm driving that again.
Honest thoughts on Jimmy's driving for really good.
Yeah. No, there wasn't one moment. Actually, I did it. I had a couple of wide-eyed moments. He's very late on the brakes in Stowe. I had a couple of wide-eyed moments down to Stowe, but
We're gonna have that on camera, by the way. We're gonna see you go like.
yeah. No, you'll have me beaming away, and then go like. I hope you've not got a camera in the passenger footwell because this is another brake.
I'm gonna wait until he does that. Then I'm gonna pick.
So that's like. You get in leg first. Yeah, it's very comfortable. I won't tell you which bit the engine is in.
I've got a 30-inch leg. Alright, I've got a fucking tiny leg.
Don't ever share with me.
Alright. I've got 30-inch legs.
Press as hard as you want on the foot plate as well, it's pretty strong.
Okay. Grab hold of that and send it. It hasn't got the bubble in the roof.
I know, I've noticed that.
So yeah, it might be a ducky skid lid job, but you know.
About to go and live a dream, so yeah, got to try and enjoy this as much as I can without bursting into tears. Now, unfortunately, there isn't actually much onboard footage of this car because it is brutal and killed both of our GoPros. But I still wanted to share it with you because this is genuinely something that I've fantasized about since I was 10 years old watching an old Jeremy Clarkson VHS of him driving one of these. But yeah, I'm going to shut up, just enjoy the noise this thing makes.
in the way. You're a bit in the way, but you're not that in the way. It's just an absolute hoon machine.
It's so fast. Like, I don't know if it comes across on camera when it goes by, but like, in a straight line it's a bullet, which of course you know it is. But in the corners, like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Like, the braking performance is really good for something like this. And then it's obviously an old car in the corners, it does move around a bit, but you can get out of the corner so well. You're a fucking rocket down the straight, my god. Oh, that's a dream. Fuck, thank you mate, I really appreciate that. Fuck.
No worries.
Oh my god.
I am speechless. What a car. What a car.
Excuse me cradling the mic here, it's damn windy, but yeah, just went out in the GT40 and my god, I'm so impressed with like how both these cars handle. I know it sounds like a silly thing to say, but you see an old Mustang like this, you think, okay, this is going to be like a boat, it's going to be just zero potential in any corners, but whilst the braking zones are fairly long, it still slows down nicely, it turns in nicely, you can hold the car really nicely on the slide on the throttle. It feels super intuitive to drive. And whilst I don't get to drive this one, being alongside Alex in it, you can tell that he's just at ease with it. And I'm so impressed by the performance of them, I really am. Hopefully one day if I ask him very nicely, let me have a go. But being a passenger was definitely the next best thing. But we've got one more session now in the Mustang, so we're going to go out, hopefully more than a couple of laps this time, had a bit of an issue earlier on, and just try and get a bit more speed out of it, I guess. Alex has just said, just have some fun. There's no pressure here today. It's been a really good day. So yeah, I'm going to get kitted, get back in the Mustang, go for some more skids.
Right, you're going to scare me again, you're going on your own.
On my own. I've got the trust. I've got the trust.
Go on, lads.
He ain't gonna see that car again.
Please don't break my car. We never believed that red flag was you. For a second.
I was thinking that, I bet he's shitting himself.
Oh my god, I straight shat myself. And
I was sat there in the pit entry going, I can't wait to see Jimmy and see who else is got.
Yeah. Not a bad place to chill out inside the Mustang, is it? Fuck me, this is so cool. You know, I said thank you to Alex a ton of times already, but like, how can you thank someone for trusting you in their pride and joy, you know?
obviously quite confident in his driving if you haven't let him go out there on his
He
own.
did a great job before. He did really well. So it's nice for him to have a go on his own, isn't it? Should have a go on his own. Then maybe if you get the feel for it, if there's a race later on in the year or something.
Another session out in the Mustang. I think we really started to get the hang of it towards the end there. What a machine! Like it's such a different style of driving, you know. Like you really throw the weight around a bit. Like coming into the Vale chicane, the purpose of flicking the car from like left to right to get the weight to move, to get it to start oversteering around the next right-hander. It's a glorious thing. My God! And you've got such a badass that gearbox, man. Let's put it to fourth gear. I mean, I've got to say, just a massive thank you to Alex for letting me come along and having a go in this. I was terrified. And trusting me with his car. You know, this isn't a cheap car. I haven't got to tell you guys that. So letting me have a go was pretty great. There was a moment where I might have gone a bit wide at Stowe, maybe a little bit. But the only reason I'm admitting it is because he's got a GoPro in the car. He's going to see it anyway. But I think I just brake right. I forgot for the Mustang for a minute, and it was a lucky place to do it. But I think when I went out there, I drove a bit hard initially. I was like, right, I know what I'm doing now. And that's not how you want to drive this car. You want to drive it slow. As soon as I slowed it back down again, so quicker and quicker. So yeah, what a car. I hope I get to do more in it. Alex, come on, mate. Mate, be reasonable. Come on.
Spend time together in truck.
Yeah, we trucked together.
I charge extra for
yeah,
bad boys for life.
Oh, I'm so white. Anyway, so that was the day with the Mustang, the G40, and with this guy. Alex, mate, first of all, I've got to ask, how did I get on? What do you reckon?
I think you did really well, mate. It's genuinely hard. I've seen people get in a car like that Mustang and literally ripped the gearbox out of it in about 5 corners. So I'm suitably impressed.
There you go.
With how you drove that. That's awesome.
And that's my title. Alex brother was suitably.
It's hard to find another adjective as an adjective. Yeah, well done, mate. Thank you. Good. I was like, I immediately jumped out of it. I thought I'd let you have some laps without me like hiding in the passenger seat. You did a really good job.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it was. Thanks so much for inviting me along. Awesome time. I'm not sure what the future holds. Might be together again at some point. Who knows? But yeah, amazing day. The car was awesome, and like nothing I've driven before, but in a very, very good way. You feel like a fucking man driving that car. I cannot tell you how cool you feel. Then you get out and you're sweating horrible. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Don't worry about this guy.
Do you fancy racing it?
Oh! Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Well. No. Some promises. Some promises.
On camera.
Some camera. We'll try and organise a race again.
That would be fucking amazing. I would.
All right.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to not say what's happening to me right now because it's an inappropriate reaction to that information. But
you're right.
Yeah. Okay. But guys, go make sure to subscribe to Alex's channel. It'll be down below in the description. If you subscribe, I'll get a race.
And only if. How will I know?
Only if you personally watching right now subscribe, we'll get a race. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Alex has, of course, put a lot of trust in me to let me out in his car. So I think the least we can do as a loving sim community, and also, I guess, car community now is give Alex some love as well. Lots of really cool footage over there. And yeah, do all the good stuff. Thank you, patrons. Thank you, members, for all your support as